नहमदहू व नसल्ली अला रसूलिहिल करीम अम्मा बाद फ़ऊज़ बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम. Dear students, welcome in Pakistan International School Taif virtual online learning system. Uh, today we are going to learn about letter writing. This is online English lesson for grade 9. Name of the book is English Grammar and Composition for 9 and 10. Today is the 7th consecutive class for grade 9, and today's topic is letter writing. The first session will be understanding, then there will be 3 sample letters, 6, 7 and 8. I'm your teacher Adnan Sabir. So we start off. Students, first of all, you must know that what is the writing. I'm not talking about letter writing, just writing. Writing is a medium of human communication that represents language and emotion through the inscription or recording of signs and symbols and words. In most languages, writing is a complement to speech or spoken language. So, what is a letter? This is a question. A letter is a written, typed, or printed communication sent in an envelope, by post, or through messenger. In these days, we don't use postal or envelope medium. We send it through messengers, through emails. But however, the letter writing still remains a very important thing. Points to be noted in letter writing. It should always be in the correct format, short and to the point, relevant, free of any grammatical or spelling mistakes, polite even if you are complaining, and well presented. Basically, there are two types of letters, formal and informal. Formal when you fulfill the formalities, and informal when you are casual. You are formal with your uh, bosses, with the authorities. You have to be very much careful. You have to uh, be within the limits. And informal letters are for friends, relatives, parents, etc., in which you can cross some lines. You can be comfortable with them while talking. So here are some main features to distinguish formal and informal letters. The main difference between a formal letter and an informal letter is their purpose. A formal letter is written for professional, official, and business communication within the formal language with a specific format for business or official purpose. For example, a letter of inquiry, a letter of request, or a letter of complaint. An informal letter, on the other hand, is used for personal communication. Informal letters are letters we write to friends and relatives. There is no strict format to write an informal letter. There are basically three classifications of letters. Formal letters. Official letters, officials for requests or complaints, letter to editors, application letters, that is job application, also fall in this category. Commercial letters, business letters, they serve as a means to reach to people not only within the locality and neighborhood but also in the other cities and countries. Next is demi official letters, written by officials to another officials, senior or junior public person may also write a demo fee. So this is a formal letter. These are the kinds. And the informal letters, on the other hand, in the applications, in formal letters we write to the relatives and are near one and dear ones. The applications address and date are not given at the beginning. So there is a little difference between letter and application, although we consider the application also a type of letter. But the application, the difference is the address and date is not written at the top or at the beginning. Instead, the address, name, roll number, name of the class, etc., is given at the end or below. Yours faithfully, yours faithfully to the principal, teacher, etc. The date is written on the left hand against signature of the writer. Personal business letters is written by individual when conducting business of a personal nature. An application for employment, a request for information, comment about service received. These are the business. Actually, these are the formal types of letters. So let's see the format of a formal letter. Students, you must know what is the formal and informal. That's why I'm stressing on these points, and I have done some work for you. Now, see the format of a formal letter. First of all, at the right top corner, you should write your own address, like Pakistan International School, Taif, Saudi Arabia. Okay. So, but in the examination, especially in the board examination or internal examination, you should not write your exact school name. You should write rather examination hall, comma, city, ABC, and like this. And then at number two, there is date. You see the alignment, the alignment uh, from the top right corner, it should be in the same way. When you start your address, the date should come exactly below the address. Number three, the name and address of the person to whom you are writing. Usually you write to, like you are writing to to the principal or to a business owner like Hyperpanda, you are writing to them that your product is not good. So you will write your address at the right corner, and then at the left, little bit below, you will write their designation and address. The greeting is a salutation, like we salute. Salute is to say salam, like hi, hello, how are you, or assalamu alaikum. You can say like this. Then the main thing is the body of the letter. It contains introduction, main parts, and conclusion. And there is ending. And in the last, in the right uh, below corner, yours faithfully, your signature and your full name. These are the things. Rules for writing formal letter in English. First of all, address. Your return address should also be there to write. If you are using envelope, then date. Different people use a date on different side of the page, but you can write on this on the right or left of the line after address you are. So we'll discuss this in the next stage, inshallah. Salutation or greeting ending a letter. Dear sir or madam, if you do not know the name of the person you are writing to, use this. Is always advisable to try to find out a name. Dear Mr. Ahmed, for example. If you know the name, use the title and surname. If writing to a woman, do not know if she uses Miss or Miss, you can write MS. MS is internationally acknowledged for Miss and Mrs. You can use MS. M is capital and S is small, which is for married and single both. And ending a letter, yours faithfully. If you do not know the name of the person, end the letter this way. Yours sincerely. If you know the name of the person, ending the letter this way. Because if you know your addressee, you should show that you are sincere. Otherwise, faithful is enough. Your signature, then sign your name, then print it. Think the person you know are writing might know whether you are male or female. Put your title in brackets after your name. Rule for writing informal letter. Now let's move to informal. Your address, number one. The return address should be written in the top. For example, house number 123 ABC Road. Uh, you can use your city name and anything. Okay. And then the date. Different people use different format, but to me, I think first you should write month, then like April 20, comma 2020 full stop. Now April A is capital because it is a proper noun, and date 20, comma then space, then year, and then full stop. Or if you want to write the date first 20, then you use 20th th, like 21 21st st, second nd, third rd. So April, then comma, then 2020, then full stop. So you can use any of this, but I recommend to use any of these. Don't use another format. Students write in numbers or with such with slashes and dashes. Don't use the numbers, and this is a proper official format for writing the date. Now number three, greeting. Written on the left hand side of the letter, begin with dear. For example, dear Ashish, dear anyone, dearest or my dear, for close friends, for example, dearest father, like this. Content of a formal letter and of an informal letter. The first paragraph should start with your expression of happiness or sorrow. For example, I receive your letter on. I'm happy to receive your letter. Thank you for your letter, which I received. I'm so glad to hear. I'm glad to learn. I'm sorry to hear. I would like to say sorry. I'm sorry for not writing. If the situation is sad, definitely you have to be sad as well. You have to pretend at least. And when it is an event of happiness, you have to show your greeting. Last paragraph. Inform the reader that you are ending the letter. use the following well. I'll write again soon. Do write to me soon. Well, that's about all for now. Please give send my regards. Please convey my warm regard. Let me pen off here. Take care of yourself. Hope to hear from you soon. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Hope to receive a reply soon. In the second paragraph, mention your main reason for writing the letter. You may use the following phrases. In your last letter, you wanted me to describe advice. I'm writing this letter. Means, first of all, you have to just say hello, hi, and then in the second para, in the informal letter, you have to come to the point. Sample of informal letter, like house number 123 ABC and city and pin and all this, and then I have missed a little bit of the uh, alignment of the date, but you when you write you do it correctly. April 20 comma 2020 full stop. Dear man, thank you. No need of writing the numbering. Just given the numbering for your remembrance of the sequence. Thanks a lot for great weekend. We really enjoyed ourselves. It was wondering whether we would go to this place for the holidays. It would be nice to have you as our company. Do tell us about your decision. Number three, give our regard to your wife and children. Thank you once again for the lovely weekend. Your lovingly, comma XYZ. So this was just a sample. Now this is just uh, again comparison between informal and informal letter. First, the motive to inform an authority of something important, to catch up with a friend. The motive in the formal is to say something important to an authority, and in the second one you have to catch up with your friend and to people in position, and you will write to friends and family. Depends of for means the reason, depends on the question. Ask them how they are doing, invite them, or to an nature respectful, more lively. The main thing is that you have to be respectful when writing formal letters, and with the friends you are lively, with the friends and family. These are from the books. Actually, it before the summer vacation we are supposed to do three letters, but before starting I wanted to share with you what what are the types of letter and what is formal and what is informal letter. Till now we have only informal letters to friends and family. So before practicing the informal letter, I wanted to show you the difference. So I've taken this scan from the book. There are three letters. The first one is write a letter to your brother about the importance of studies of science subjects. Now 10 jail road, comma, Lahore, full stop. It is no full stop in the book. It's a mistake. And June 1, comma, to 2007, full stop. Dear Asif, I hope this letter finds you in the best of your health and spirits. You have now been promoted to class 9. It is time for you to decide whether you would like to study humanities or science subjects. Now you see, first of all, he started with a greeting, then he jumped to the main topic. The world has progressed very much in the field of science. If we want to keep pace with it, comma, we must keep our knowledge of science up to date. Everyone should know the basics of science. So I would Advise you to study science at least up to matriculation level. Convey my salam to your friends. Yours affectionately, Adnan. You are writing to your brother. Now look at the grip on the topic and the details. So better to learn it and then write it again and again. Next is write a letter to your friend congratulating her on her birthday. 12 Nizamabad, Lahore, Punjab, January 29, 2007, full stop. Dear dash, I'm specially writing this letter to congratulate you on your birthday. I owe you a gift and you will get it when you come to Lahore. I was going to send it to you by post, but when I was informed that you plan to come to Lahore, so I decided to give it you personally. I'm waiting for you. Convey my respects to aunt and uncle. Wishing you the best. Yours sincerely, Dash. You can write your name and you can leave it anonymous. These are just given from the book. Now, the third and the last, write a letter to your friend requesting her to spend her spring holidays with you. 13 dash C, comma, your 3, comma, Lahore, full stop, February 6, comma, 2007, full stop. Dear dash, com. You know that our spring holidays are approaching. We would like you to spend these holidays with me. In your last letter, you promised to come to me during these holidays. Now it is time to fulfill your promise. We shall visit our common friends and do some shopping. Inform me as early as possible about the exact date of your arrival so that I make further arrangements accordingly. With love, yours sincerely, Dash. So this was a third letter. So this is all from me, and this is your homework and assignment. Do according to the given schedule. I don't remember what is the schedule for homework or assignment, but you are supposed to learn it by heart. These three letters and understand it fully. You can watch the video a number of times, as many times as you like, to make understand. You can use all other resources as well to verify and write these three letters in your notebooks and learn them by heart and practice them by writing. At least these three are important in the informal. Uh, in the coming days, inshallah, in the coming lectures, we'll discuss what type of letters can come in the exam. But from 6 to 8 marks, this is the big game for writing a letter in the federal board exam. So practice it. This is not easy. Little mistakes can make the big difference. So I wish you best of luck and see you next time, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.